Buddy Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's hashtag anime nerdigan review is going to be for Busou Shoujo Machiavellianism, Season 1, Episode 5, titled The Loved-Crazed Blade, Warabi, Hanasaka. And I'm sorry this video is late. I wanted to do this video after I got my hair done, because why the fuck not? Anyway, before I get to today's review, let me just briefly cover how I do my anime reviews, because they're a little bit different than your average anime tuber. So basically what I do is while I'm watching the episode of the anime, I have the corresponding manga chapter in front of me, and because this is a manga to anime adaptation, I expect it to be one. So, like, I'd love it to match panel for panel, frame for frame, but if it doesn't, I will call it out, whether it is good or bad. Sometimes it's a good thing, like, where they change scenes to, and put different scenes together for where the flow works, well with the episode. Sometimes it's bad, where it's, like, skip dialogue or shit. I will talk about bad writing this episode, too. If this has just been a big problem, is bad fucking writing. I'll definitely mention that. The only thing I usually won't talk about is word changes. Yes, I do talk about facial expressions and positioning because, again, panel for panel, frame for frame, would love it to match. But with word changes, how it works usually is if the context of the dialogue of the anime is different from what the manga originally intended, then I will really call it out. But sometimes if the writing is just really bad, I can't keep my mouth shut. I have to say something. Anyway, let's get to this review. So today's episode, or I should say this week's episode, is adapting chapter 10 of the manga. Now, I think it's really interesting that we haven't gotten a filler episode yet, because unless they're just going to delay the anime until more manga chapters come out, which would make sense to me as well, because as of right now, there are only 13 chapters of this manga, and I believe there's supposed to be 12 episodes this season, so they're obviously adapting more than one chapter at a time. But anyway, something that they did a recap, which I was totally fine with the recap. And then this part was skipped. Don't think it, feel it. Cha-cha-cha, achan. And with the bear, this part was skipped, by the way. I feel like I've heard this BGM somewhere. Yes, we did have a little bit of filler between this scene. And I don't mind it that much. Like, and then this part was skipped too. Was completely skipped. Huh? Where did those three in the peanut gallery go? And then something that I liked that was done was with Hanasaka's dialogue with, like, her announcements. I love that they put it all in the same scene, including the number of fighters that they're gonna have. Where was it? Which is later on in the chapter. So I'm really happy that they did that. I thought it worked. The flow worked really nicely. We got an idea of what we're facing and shit. The comedy is definitely here when they get changed. This part was skipped. Like, that BGM is the signal for all classes to start battle preparations. That was skipped. And something that I really liked is that with Mary, you know, because her little shtick is that she speaks French, there's not even French in this part of the manga, and she has it. And which she said that's right in French, which is c'est vrai. And I was like, okay, I'm definitely fine with this. Like, I like that they're doing little creative things like that, where they're, you know, enhancing the character by doing the character quirks by doing that. Something else that they skipped was this. So the master is as stubborn as her pet, but she did invite me after all, so I have no choice but to accept. This part was there. This part, like, got really messed up. It was, like, cut. But this is what it was supposed to be. Also, if those ladies aren't there, the male dormitory will become lonely. If you want to eject them or lower them, you have to get a hold of the key. That part was skipped. Look at it this way. 3 birds with 1 stone. It's not even extra work. Yeah, that part was kind of skipped. And this part was skipped, too. Like, Nomura's response to RIN saying, didn't I tell you to wait? It was something different in the anime, but I'm just going with the manga dialogue here, just to give you an idea. But this part was skipped. Hey, speak for yourself. Talk about listening to other people. Let's see. Oh, this part, like, they added a little bit of content for Choka and what's her name? Shit. Crap, I can't remember her name off the top of my head. It's driving me nuts. But anyway, they did show up, but this part was completely skipped, and it annoyed the fuck out of me. This is becoming more of a drag. How troublesome. I'm starting to hate it. My personality, that is. I really can't overlook crying children. Like, that was there later. Like, some of that was there a little later on in the episode. But, like, it's kind of annoying that this part wasn't here because, again, takes away some of the comedy. Leave it to me. Nomura, I didn't cry. Don't pet our heads on your own. My wig is messed up. That was completely skipped. Let's see. Well, it was supposed... Hold on, let me just double check something. Okay, yeah. Nono, that's her name. Nono, I like the little extra content we get with Nono and Choka, but at the same time, it's like, Nomura said he was gonna handle it. Like, in the manga, he said he was gonna handle it. So that explains why they left that part of the dialogue out. I think this part was there. Yeah, this part was there. About the, that part was there. Okay, I wasn't thinking for a second. But yeah, the part that I was thinking of was the rest of the announcement that that she does. But yeah, that was there. It was just earlier on in the episode. And then this scene here, which was right before Tamaba shows up, excuse me. This is what the dialogue was supposed to be, and they really fucked it up. Again, bad writing. Oh, I can't stand the bad writing sometimes. Hey, instead of going through the entrance like an honest idiot, can't we just break that door leading to the second floor and use it as a shortcut? This is what was supposed to be said by Rin and Mary. You have some nerve proposing to destroy school property in front of members of the Five Blades. I can't approve of that. But this part was there. You two sure are uptight about the weirdest things. No, instead they were like more uptight about Nono and Choka fighting, and I'm like, huh? Why did you change that? Like, come on, you're supposed to be pissed off about the dialogue, you dumbass motherfuckers. This part was skipped too. Someone's coming, don't let your guard down. I love the shocked expression on their faces though. I think I like it more in the anime than in the manga because it's more extreme. But I got to talk about Tamaba here. I really love Tamaba. I love her voice actress. She sounds like this innocent doll. I fucking love it. I love her so fucking much in this anime. She is amazing. And this part was just completely fucked up. Again, I have to question the writing. It's just crap. This is what it was supposed to be. Did you take all of them down by yourself? To take down a whole class, and this is what Tamaba's supposed to say, to take down a whole class in such a short amount of time, it's nothing special. I went in before they got ready. I took them out while they were surprised. Why would you do such a thing? And then she's supposed to say, I have my reasons, and then go the stuff about Warabi-chan. And I'm just like thinking, oh my god, like you're just making her look like this dumb broad, like she has no fucking brain, and she actually does. She says, I've got too much to do. And I'm like, that's not what it is, dumbass anime. We still have inner monologues, and I'm glad we do. I'm glad you're making up your mind on this anime, but you kind of fucked this up here. So what it was supposed to be, you got the first part right about the fish eyes, but it's supposed to be no charity, hostility, or motives. I can't read anything. Instead, you have her saying, or have Nomura thinking, is she acting in good faith or not? I was like, what the fuck? That's stupid. I don't like it. I'm really being picky on this dialogue because, I'm sorry, My Hero Academia does the dialogue perfectly. Standards are high already, especially since Natsumi Yujincha Roku does a really good job with its dialogue, and fuck, Tsukumomo is stepping its shit up, so Busou Shoujo Machiavellianism, I'm being tough on you because of that. Then we are cutting some of the comedy again, anime. like, what the fuck? This is what it was supposed to be. This is our first time meeting, isn't it? Or I should say skipping it. You skip this part of the scene. You, like, cut off the scene. And this is what I don't understand with you. Because, especially if Busou Shoujo Machiavellianism, if this episode's going to go to chapter 11, like, I just don't understand why you're cutting out this content. Like, why aren't you you put some filler in, yeah, but why aren't you filling the fucking using all the rest of the manga canon to fill the episode up? Like, I just don't understand manga sometimes. But this is what was completely skipped. This is our first time meeting, isn't it? I don't remember doing anything to be hated by you. You did. You said I'm like Morgan Freeman. This bitch, how does she know? This bitch, how does she know what I said at the dormitory? It's like, come on, I wanted that line there. You said I'm like, especially in that with this voice actress, I would have really loved for her to say that. And we didn't have a either. Like, it was supposed to be something like that, but we didn't have that either. And then this part was skipped too. The ones wearing masks, Tamabasamas. And this part was skipped too. Now I have to ask, why are you being bipolar on your monologues? Like, this one was skipped. You're moving at such a time, Princess Satori. And the line was supposed to be for the princess. It seems I can't underestimate you, but I'm glad that we have Nomura's what's up. Well, he says sup, but it's supposed to be what's up. I wish they would have done English dub of this anime. If you do not have like what's up going on, I'm gonna be pissed. I really am. Okay, this part was skipped too. Is this little comment from RIN, which was, "You're going to break the door." Well, the line was supposed to be the voice of anger from Two Underclassmen. I love that the anime dialogue included the lady boyfriend. I fucking love that. I thought that was freaking hilarious as shit that that was included. And this part was, I think this part was completely skipped. Let me just check my notes real quick. And this part was completely skipped, which was, is that so? You seem to be quite responsible, but it seems you're the type to get easily dragged into things. It was my intention to have freedom and peace as my motto, but this was natural. Like, that part was completely skipped. It just skipped to them rejoice that disgusting heroine of yours is being saved by Princess Satori's underlings right now. Yeah. This was completely skipped, and that bothers me, this particular line being skipped, because, like, you gotta remember there's still the punishment room, and this got skipped. From the looks of things, the same is probably happening to those I put in the punishment room. Yeah, remember she kind of put people in the punishment room? And then, this part was completely skipped as well, which was, again, in her monologues are being skipped. As expected, she's unpredictable. More than, Inaba, more than Amu. There's no one that's harder to read than Tamaba, not even if she's friend or foe. Like, why not have that in there? Like, just why? As much as I like this extra dialogue that's going on with Nomura and, I'm just like thinking, we could have had this extra content. You son of a bitch. Anime. Why? Hold on a second. Like, this is just gonna bug the fuck out of me. Why is Warabi, why is she and him are getting, and Nomura are getting this dialogue, and I like it. Like, don't get me wrong. This extra dialogue, but especially about her, you know, the bet and stuff like that, and I'm totally fine with it. But, like, what about the other shit, like, that's supposed to be here? Are we just gonna say, fuck it? Like, at that point, I'm just like thinking, why not just make a filler episode? Like, and there's going to be a filler episode, just watch. And I won't cover it because I'm not going to cover filler. Like, I just can't do it. This line was skipped too. Now all you have to do is defeat me. That was completely skipped when we got back to the manga canon. But again, I do like the other shit that we're getting, the interaction we're getting with Warabi and RIN and Mary as well, because there's that little thing going on. So I do like some of the filler that they're doing here. I like it. It works with this episode. It works with the flow of this episode. I wish that we would have had, you know, the inner monologue about Tamaba, because we want to know more about her, but I guess we're not going to get that. Oh well. This part was completely skipped, which was after the preparations went to waste, all that's left is the regrets from the 7 events. Track, drug, 400-meter race, dangerous Buddha priest, on obstacle race, horse riding, high jump and long jump, swimming and diving that hurts like hell, abolish ashes, volleyball, get fired up, bowling, I'm dying boxing. Like, why didn't they show that? I think this part was skipped too. Yeah, this part too was, Kinuen, are you safe? If you can't fight, come up. Nikon. And then this part was skipped by Mary. Like, I don't understand why. Again, like, I don't know why. I got a feeling you're trying to fit all the content from chapter 10 in this episode, but you could have fitted all the freaking canon content in here and still had an episode. Like, I just don't get it. But this was skipped. Oh yeah. A while ago I read Bear Storm. The Sakibetsu Brown Bear incident is a novel based on a true story. It says that Bear prioritizes and attacks targets that run away, but it doesn't show mercy to a still target either. Pregnant targets will have their stomach ripped open. Some will be killed in one shot. Others will have nothing except their bones from the femur to their gut. Let's see. Oh, sorry. If you try to persist with an axe or a torch, you'll be left with a grave wound and then dragged into the forest. Then say you're finally found there. There will be nothing left except for your leg and part of your skull. That was completely skipped. Be careful, and this part was skipped too. Thanks for that useless information. And the face Nomura has here is fucking hilarious. Like, I wish that we would have, again, some of the comedy is being drained out of this anime. And I felt that way for a while, that the comedy is just drained. I don't know what is going on. Why that these parts keep getting skipped. It's just ridiculous. And there's more parts that are skipped, which is this. You better not expect this to go like the sumo match. That's something this guy did when his siblings with his siblings when he was a cub. Well, if you want to get technical, it was wrestling, but that was a state where he sealed all his hunting tools. Also, a bear's natural speed isn't something you can run from, even without the sumo ring. And this is... yeah, the bear sword art was good, was right. Okay, let me just... don't describe it like the Gamma sword style. This part was skipped. Anyway, no matter what, don't turn your back. It's part of their instinct. Just like Kikukujo said, you'll be targeted. Yeah, right. There's a folktale. This part was completely skipped. There's a folktale about a Japanese soldier making a tiger retreat with a breathing technique. I can't call my... this part was there. I can't call myself a user of the Kamishima Shiden style if I'm afraid of a simple bear. That was there. Humans have a human-like strength. In the era of it-based society, a bear's weakness is well known as the way to differentiate Yambo and Mabo. And the Yambo and Mabo are twins from the manga 20th Century Boys as well. But this part, but all this stuff is skipped. And we're still, they're putting like more conversations that weren't even in this chapter, and that kind of pisses me off even more, because it's like, yes, I understand filler. I really do, especially if you're adapting one chapter. You know who does this well? My Hero Academia. My Hero Academia does this really well, where they're adapting one chapter, and if there's not, and they actually keep all the manga canon for the most part. They keep most of the manga canon in, but if they need to add some content, they will. So, like, if My Hero Academia can do it, and to an extent, Natsume Yujincha Roku does it too. Not too much, though, but they are able to, fill the everything in the chapter and the episode. But I'm just saying right now, I understand what Busou Shoujo Machiavellianism is trying to do, but it's doing it the wrong way. Like, if it was doing like what My Hero Academia was doing, then I would be able to praise this anime a little bit more, because My Hero Academia kept all the canon in and kept all the manga, like everything from the manga in. Like, it's hard for me to say that this manga is coming to life. Like, parts of it are, like, I'm not gonna lie, but like, it's not like My Hero Academia, and it's not like Natsume Yujincha Roku, it's not like Tsukumomo, it's not, like fully, I feel like it's coming, or fuck, I'll even mention Fukumeki Noise, because Fukumeki Noise is doing a really good job in some respects. Yes, they skip some stuff, but for the most part, they're doing good. Like, it just bothers me that this anime can't do what they're doing, especially since they have limited content. Fuck, Adam the beginning already had a filler episode. So I don't understand why this anime hasn't had one yet. Like, I just don't get it. But anyway. And getting the rear naked choke was skipped. But I'm glad that this part was there. If you can't tell if you can't tell that a lie is a lie, then stop using the internet. Like, that for the most part was there. That fucking was hilarious. Let me just double check something here. Okay, I thought it was weird that they just went to, like, the Mary scene, like right after the bear, or, like, right after, and not finishing, you know, getting hit in the face. And I'm just, hold on a second, let me just make sure that, it was supposed to be, what the hell, that was a jab just now? That's not fair. That, for the most part, was there. Like, I just didn't understand why not finish the scene and then go to the Mary stuff. Like, I don't understand this. But this part was skipped as well, which was, I thought maybe it would come with that approach. That was completely skipped. It just went to, so I taught Kyobu boxing just in case. Yes, the bear can box, nerdigans. This is true. So then we cut through more content. Which including this, and if that's the case, I just have to take down the master. But like, this is so much is fucking skipped. Like, where is that shit? This is the result of having a specialized trainer. With this, failure isn't an option. They say that a bear is intelligent enough to ride a bicycle, but it's amazing, an amazing idiot. Like, where's the comedy here? Now there isn't a moment to take a break. That part was, for the most part, skipped. And then in the Mary scene, this was skipped. Just my correction is deadly painful was skipped, as well as don't look down on us. You're too cheeky. Pawn. Oh, and this was. This was skipped too. This is my gift for taking care of Choka and the others to show you people which side has no manners. I'll be sure to thoroughly instruct you. And then it goes, just my correction is painful. Is shit. Yeah, it's definitely painful. Just making sure. This part was skipped too, which just seems I can't get around him with my footwork, and to make matters worse, I can't even think about a choke because of that choker guarding his neck. Blocking the bear's respiratory tract is such an effective way that there are actually old sheep herds overseas who escape trouble by strangling a bear down, but it was supposed to be monkey spin for the attack, by the way. Okay, now this is really making me mad. So, Busou Shoujo Machiavellianism. You only have 13 chapters right now, manga. And you're supposed to be doing 12 episodes last time I checked, so why are you adapting chapter 9 and 10 right, or not, is this 9? Hold on a second. I'm sorry, that's 10. Why are you adapting chapter 10 and 11 right now? Like, are you trying to be like, Natsume Yujinsha Roku, where you're just gonna stop it in the middle of the chapter? Like, I just didn't understand this. You should have just adapted one fucking chapter. You are limited on goddamn chapters. Unless you're gonna put a delay, which would make sense for me, for me to understand, but like, shit, this is getting really ridiculous. But, the rest of chapter 10 was pretty much perfect. I'm still standing by my statement that that if they would have just adapted chapter 10, it would have been fucking like, and just used the manga content, it would have filled the episode. Like, now you're starting to piss me off, and this is when I'm starting to really hate anime. Well, so you know, it's supposed to be RIN inner monologuing this. I don't understand why we're not having RIN inner monologuing this, but whatever. At least it looks beautiful. And the line was supposed to be, no damn circus monkey. But this fight looks freaking beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. And then this was completely skipped. Hold on a second. Which was, to think that eye poke. It was supposed to be how sloppy and then eye poke. To think that you let my blade touch that traditional uniform, you won't be able to compensate the person that left it to you. Why, you? Do not speak of that person. Oh, that's some amazing... she should have completely lost her balance. That's some amazing waist and footwork. Strength. That amazing strength was there. And then the foot kick, and then the kick was there. And then it was supposed to be, what's wrong? With the dragon tail. Your right leg was skipped. And then it was supposed to be, don't belittle me, Hanasaka. And it just went straight into the, if it's kicking techniques, the Kanishima Shiden style has some too. that it just, like, this anime is just really pissing me off. Like, if you're gonna adapt both these chapters, then get rid of the fucking filler and just straight up adapt them. Like, this doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand what you're doing, anime. This is stupid as shit. And then more of the dialogue is skipped, which was this. My right hand should be fine, but my left hand won't hold up if things continue like this. This was inner monologue. That was skipped. Then it was this. It was bad. This was skipped. It was bad luck that you had to learn boxing. That intelligence became your downfall. You have surpassed being a bear that can box and became a boxer that's like a bear. And so, oh, what? A corner. And then it's supposed to go, it seems that battle is as finished as well. I really don't like what this anime is doing right now. I really don't. And this part was skipped. When she hides behind the guardrail, we'll use that chance to go in. When that happens, we have the advantageous weapons in such a cramped space. And this was supposed to be this one. 5-element collusion. I'm associated with wood, so you're countering with gold. I understand that much, but to decide to use Sword of One, you must be quite confident. You're 10 years too early, little girl. And then it's supposed to be you've gone too far as one of the 5 swords I will correct you. And this part is skipped too. For diligent types like her, ideas become a weapon. Do you understand that about yourself? The reason you lost to Empress and Kamahime was because of that quality. I already know she's just trying to shake me up. Calm yourself, I am. And then it goes to Nomura's dialogue. So again, I really don't understand what the point... I kind of understand why they adapted both chapters, because they want to finish the storyline that's going on here. But I really would have preferred if you just would have done chapter 10 and left it on a cliffhanger. Shit, Natsumi, Yujin Roku adapted a chapter and a half and left it at a cliffhanger. So I don't understand why you can't either, Busou Shoujo Machiavellianism. It's really ticking me off that you just can't, like, do a chapter and just fucking... just adapt one chapter. Like, I don't understand how... And, like, if you need to add filler, add filler. But, like, if you're gonna add filler, then at least make sure everything in the rest of the content is there. And, like, this is just getting fucking ridiculous. I'm telling you, Nerdigans, this anime is pissing me off. And this part was skipped, too. Which was, focus only on one thought was there, but this part was skipped. The smoother the surface, the easier it is for smaller raindrops to scatter. Relax your shoulders. That way, even if you're shaking, the effects won't be as strong. I won't tell you to be like me, though. Like, this part was skipped. And this part was skipped, too. That's a nice opinion, but I suggest you worry about yourself for now. This dialogue is just really fucking messed up. Okay. First, it was supposed to be now that you mention it. I haven't heard a word of it, you dumbass. Like, come on. Like, this shit is pissing me off so much. Then this part was skipped. I must swing my sword for what I believe in. At least I don't believe that actions worth being thanked for by others are wrong. Why, thanks for that righteousness. And this part was skipped too. So she fixed herself. Yeah. A lot of shit was really skipped from this chapter. And you know why it suffered was because of time. And because of stupid filler that now shouldn't be here. So, first of all, it's called Sword of One. And we're not going to get to see the attack, which is bullshit. And we also don't get to see Bullet Straight. And this part was skipped. This is the answer. A shot to the snout is the weakness of most animals. Or at least that's what they said on TV. Like, the comedy. Why is it gone? Okay, I'm hoping we get this at the beginning of next week's episode. If we don't get this content from Tamaba, I'm going to be kind of pissed. Because just in case we don't get the content, I'm going to read it. But also, we got some more filler. And I'm just like... The filler, I will say this though, this filler was funny as fuck. So I will give that filler a pass. But this is what was supposed to be at the end of the chapter. If Satori's eyes aren't seeing wrong, it should be over by now. If Nomura-chan won, is that 3 challenges? Wait, 3 challenges? Yeah. They might have become a little bit of an eyesore, but I've already found his weakness. Anyway, Warabi-chan used the school's agitation to try and correct Nomura-chan, but if it was Satori, let's see, 1, maybe 2. And that's how the chapter ended. Like, if this episode would have ended that way, it would have been fine. But no. This episode really pissed me the fuck off. It really did. Because it pulled a Renai Boken. Let's go with that. Might be the worst episode of Busou Shoujo Machiavellianism. This probably is. I think it hit its rock bottom. It's hit its Renai Boken because, like, some of the canon was, like, even fucked up. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this episode in the comment section. Like, I'm really disappointed in this episode. I really am. Like, I wish they would have just done... Because based on what we were seeing, like, even if you did just part of Chapter 11 and, like, all of Chapter 10's canon, like... Fine, but shit, this is just getting ridiculous. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. And if you love what I'm doing and want to contribute to the Nerdigans Inc. expansion, so my hair can keep looking as awesome as it does, because I spent a shitload of money to get it done, there's a few ways you could do that. You can donate to the Nerdigans Inc. PayPal, Patreon, or purchase something off the Nerdigans Inc. Amazon wishlist. All those links are in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on the Twits, aka Twitter, follow my Twitch channel, and friend me on PlayStation Network. All that's in the description box below as well. And until next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye!